sure to check out Ageless Geeks for your figures and collectibles. So what is going on, my fellow collectors? How's everybody doing today? Daredon18 here, and today we're going to be taking a look at the 1000 Toys Comic Version Hellboy. So let's get into it right away and take a quick look at the box. So we do get a very cool looking collector-friendly style box for this 1000 Toys Hellboy. So on the slipcover here on the front, we do get a very cool comic book image of Hellboy. Then we do get the symbol right there. I forgot what it's called, the hand with the sword. And then the bottom of the actual box here, we do get the warning and blah blah blah. So if nobody cares about, then here is the top of the box. And then the sides of the slipcover have nothing on it at all. And then the back, we do get a very cool badass image of the Hellboy figure there. Then you can remove the slipcover here, and it does have the window displaying the figure and the accessories. It says 1/12 scale action figure and Hellboy at the bottom there, and then there's the sides of the box with the symbol there. Then the back says 1/12 scale action figure Hellboy, and then everyone who was in on the project along with Dark Horse Comics and 1000 Toys. But anyway, that is the packaging. Let's get this figure over to take a closer look at this really sick looking comic version Hellboy figure by a figure company that I've been wanting to get a figure from for a very long time now, but wasn't interested in anything that we're selling until now. Alrighty, taking a closer detailed look, and holy crappy holy 1000 Toys impressed the hell out of me with this Hellboy. This is my first 1000 Toys figure, and they did a beautiful job with this Hellboy here. Whoops, his tail came off by accident, and one of his filed down horns did as well. That's one issue I do have with the figure. Just on this face, the right horn, it pegs in, but if something like slightly touches it, well, now it's not doing it. It pops out. It doesn't do that on the other head though, and this one stays in perfectly fine. That's really the only issue I do have with the figure, along with the holster here. This piece likes to come off a lot when you're articulating it. If you just leave it like that, it's not going to fall off or anything like that, but that's the only issues that I do have with the figure, which are very minor. Now, the head sculpts look great on this figure. This does look exactly like how Hellboy does in the comic books, and they did capture the likeness of Hellboy very well in his comic style look. And I love the yellow eyes. The yellow eyes look great. They're like a glossy yellow. The filed down horns look great. We get some nice like shading throughout the figure, which looks fantastic. I like how the dark lines, black lines under the eyes, that looks great. The mouth does. His little beard right there and sideburns and hair and everything look really good. There's even nice paintwork all throughout the hair. It's a couple different colors. It's like gray and black. We get his little Hellboy man bun there. The head sculpt looks great though. The torso here is like a soft rubbery type plastic, kind of like the Storm collectibles, and I like what they did with the articulation, which we'll go over a little bit later. But the sculpt of the torso looks fantastic. You can see his battle scars all throughout his arms, his torso. That just looks dope, and you do get the darker shade of paint in all the sculpted lines on the scars there. That looks so awesome, and I love the shading throughout the skin tone as well. Very nice sculpt. Also, he has some huge traps there. And even the back looks pretty good too. They have the shading and the scars and everything on there as well. And you can remove his coat, which I'll show you that a little bit later. And there goes the holster piece. Darn thingamajigger came off already. I'll just leave it off for now. The coat is great too. I love the little patch right there of the, I forgot what it's called, paranormal, blah 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 blah. And the patch looks really nice on the coat, and the coat was done really well, tailored very nicely. The stitching looks great. I like the way the collar looks. We do get bendy wire running from the top. I think there's a piece, yeah, there's a piece of bendy wire right here. Is there on the bottom? Yeah, there's bendy wire all throughout the collar right there on the bottom part, so that's definitely cool. We get bendy wire running down the sides of the coat, and then also on the bottom, and then running up right here as well. So they definitely added the right amount of bendy wire in a cloth good trench coat. That is how you add bendy wire in a cloth good trench coat right there. And like I said, the trench coat itself looks great. The stitching nice and clean and everything. Really nice job on this trench coat here. And like I said, you can remove it, and I'll show you that a little bit later. And then the belt here looks great. We get a few pouches. We do get his cross necklace or rosary beads, I believe it's called. And then we do get like a horseshoe here. I don't know what that's all about. The buckle on the belt looks pretty cool. And then the holster here looks nice also, which we'll go over that during the accessories, since it is part of his accessories, and we'll get more pouches throughout the belt there, and it does have some very nice shading all throughout it. And then we do get his Hellboy shorts. Those lines, those beige lines, are sculpted right there, and the paint's nice and clean on them. We get some sculpted wrinkles throughout the shorts as well. And the Hand of Doom, I believe it's called, looks so awesome. Great job with this. And all the fingers are all individually articulated, which we'll go over later. But you can see the battle damage all throughout it. Looks so damn sick. And we do get the shading on it as well. Same with this arm, looks pretty good too. We get battle damage, the shading, and everything. And the sculpt of the arms look really nice as well. Elbow joint blends in pretty good, but the color red is a bit off, as you can see there. And the tail looks pretty good too. It is a soft, rubbery type plastic. All you do is just peg it right on there. You can see battle damage marks all throughout it as well, and it is articulated, which we'll go over in a little bit. And then the legs here, more battle damage. Geez, Hellboy is really battle damaged the hell up. The knee joints, I love that they updated them, because when they first showed the figure, he had some other type of knee joints, which were single jointed knees, and they looked horrible. And then they updated them, gave him the double jointed knees, and added the knee piece on there, and they look so much better, and you do get more articulation out of them as well. Then we do get his boots with his hoofs there. And we get some nice sculpt and paint throughout the boots and the hoofs. Very nice job on that. And then the bottom, we do get some more sculpt and paintwork there. But overall, this is just a beautifully well-made figure. They knocked it out of the park. Like I said, grand slam with this Hellboy. And I know this is going to be on a lot of people's top 10 favorite figures of 2019 list, and they really could not have done any better of a job when it comes to the paint and sculpt. But anyway, let's continue on. Moving on to the accessories, we do get a few cool things included with this Hellboy. He is also included with the tail that you do have to attach, that I explained before, and then you also do get his trench coat. Now, if you do get the exclusive edition, I forgot which website you had to get it off of, you do get the sword, and then you also get his horns as well. I think you get another hand or something also, but the regular edition here, this is everything that is included with the Hellboy. Before we take a look at anything on there, I'm going to show you how to remove the trench coat and how the figure looks without the trench coat on. Alright, so the way I remove and put on the trench coat, I don't know if I'm doing it the correct way, but this is the easiest way I found how to do it. And real quickly, I just wanted to mention the cross necklace. You could actually remove it if you really wanted to, but Hellboy always has it wrapped around those belts, so I don't see why you would want him to. I mean, maybe if you wanted to wrap it around his neck, you could do that if you really wanted. But what I do to remove the trench coat, since the Hand of Doom is in the way, I'm pretty sure you can remove it at the elbow, but it seems easier to remove it at the shoulder, and then just pull the arm out, and then just have it come out the other side of the arm right there, and then I just peg the arm back on, and then there you go. As simple as that to remove it. And he looks pretty cool without the trench coat. I do prefer the trench coat on, because that's more of how Hellboy always looks, but it's definitely awesome to give you more display options with an action figure, so you could have them with the trench coat or without. And like I said, that's a huge plus when it comes to an action figure. And the way you get it back on, just do the same thing. Remove the Hand of Doom right arm, slide the trench coat back on over the left hand, and then just slide the arm back in the sleeve like so. Like I said, I could be doing this the wrong way. There might be an easier way to do it, but there's no damn directions. And then just pop the arm back on, and then there you go. As simple as that to remove and put on the trench coat. So we do get that stuff. And then we also get two interchangeable heads, and we also have the filed down horns that are swappable. And starting on the left, we do get the basic stern looking face, which is the face that does come on the figure out of the packaging. And then on the right, we do get my favorite out of the two, which is the more angry, like teeth gritted face. You can even see around his eyebrows, he has a more meaner looking expression compared to the basic stern looking face there. But they did a beautiful job with the sculpt and paint detail throughout both faces, and it's very easy to swap the faces along with the filed down horns. I'll show you how to do that right now quickly. And like I said, swapping the heads and switching out the filed down horns is very simple. So what I do first, I take the filed down horns out, and they are shaped a specific way, so you know how to peg them in. So you take the right one, peg that one in, and then take the left one and peg, don't fall, thank you, thought I was going to fall on the floor. And then peg that one in, and then to remove the head, I just pull up on the chin. It pops right off. It's very easy to swap them, as you can see, and then there you go. As simple as that, and he definitely looks more badass with this alternate face here. So we do get the interchangeable heads, and then we also get his gun, and then we do get the holster for his gun, and I really love the way the gun turned out. The paint looks really nice on it. I love the color that they chose for like the barrel right there, and then we do get the brown on the handle, and he does grip onto it perfectly with the trigger finger hand. And it is open here, so if you have some sort of blast effect, it would probably look pretty cool in there. And then we do get his holster here, and it is two separate pieces, so once you remove that top part, you'll have to peg it back on. But the way you get this in, you just slide the gun right in and then peg this back on like so, and then there you go. That's how you have him holster his gun there, and his gun just pegs on to his waist right there on the belt. You can see the peg hole. All you would do is just peg that in like so, and then there you go. You have him holstering his gun on his belt there. So we do get that stuff, and then we finally get 4 alternate left hands. And starting on the top right here, we do get a left fist, then we do get a left trigger finger hand, a left regular open resting hand, and then another more opened, splayed out type hand. And we get some beautiful sculpt and paint detail throughout all 4 hands. And the hands, you do have to use a bit of force to get them to swap out, but the ball peg on the wrist seems very secure. It doesn't seem like it's going to break or anything like that. But anyway, that is all the accessories included with Hellboy. Let's keep moving on with the rest of the reviews, shall we? Now, for the height of Hellboy to the very top of his head, it looks like he's just shy of 7 inches tall, and I think that's perfect scaling for a 6-inch scale Hellboy figure. And then here he is compared to the SH Monster Arts Predator Wolf, the SH Figure Arts Infinity War Hulk, the NECA Original Movie TMNT Raphael, and the Storm Collectibles Goro. And I like the way this Hellboy scales with these other figure lines. And then here he is compared to the Marvel Legends Moon Knight, the SH Figure Arts Infinity War Thor, the SH Figure Arts Blanca, and the NECA Ultimate Edition Jungle Hunter Predator. And then here he is compared to the Storm Collectible Smoke, the SH Figure Arts Sage Mode Naruto, the Mifex Justice League Batman, and the Figma Black Swordsman Guts. And then here he is compared to the SH Figure Arts Awakened Warrior Super Saiyan Goku, and the Mezco 112 Deadpool. Anyway, there's some quick comparisons. Let's keep moving on with the rest of the review. So now for the articulation, and this Hellboy has some excellent movement. We do have 2 joints at the neck here. One joint that connects to the head, then another joint connects into the torso and the rubbery body right there. So the upper neck, you can get him to look up that much with that upper neck joint, that much with the upper neck. So you get some good up and down movement. Beautiful pivot. Fantastic pivot there, and then of course it does swivel. Then the lower neck piece, as you can see, it does go forward and back, so you can get them to look directly down, and you can get them to look pretty much all the way up. So excellent movement with both the neck joints there. Then we do get a point of articulation at the torso and the waist, and it's hidden inside this body here, but it works really well actually. You would think it wouldn't because the rubbery body, but as you can see, he crunches forward pretty well, but it kind of makes the torso look a little bit weird. It's not too bad though, but with both joints, with the waist and torso, he crunches forward really well, and then goes back really well, but you do see a little bit of a gap at the waist right there. And the pivot, I can't get it to pivot. I don't think you'll be able to because of the torso piece there. And it doesn't swivel, but the waist does pivot and swivels as well. So that's where you're going to get the swivel and the pivot at the waist. You pretty much get the forward and back movement at the torso, and you do get it at the waist as well. Now the arms here, you do get a very nice shoulder joint, and the bicep piece is a softer rubbery type plastic, same with on the other side, but you get a beautiful circular motion out of the arm right there, as you can see. And then the arms do go out to the sides 90 degrees, so that's definitely good. They do go up and down. We don't have true bicep swivel. It is built into the shoulder there, as you can see, but We do have double jointed elbows that bend in pretty much all the way, and you get a beautiful swivel there as well. It doesn't swivel where it connects into the forearm though. Then we do get a ball hinge on the wrist, so it does swivel and hinges back and forth. And then the Hand of Doom, I hope I'm calling it right. We do get a single jointed elbow, but right here it also bends, so it doesn't just bend like that. You move that joint and you could get it to bend in all the way. Excellent articulation working that in with the Hand of Doom, and it does swivel there as well. And then the wrist here, just get a little bit of movement there, and then it does swivel, and all the fingers are all individually articulated. We have 1, 2, 3, oh no, wait, yes, 3 and 4 points at the thumb, 1, 2, 3 points at the rest of the fingers, and you can bend them all in, extend them all, as you can see. So excellent movement with the fingers there, and they can move side to side, forward and back. You get the best movement with the thumb though. Very nice articulation out of that, but really great articulation just on the Hand of Doom there, Fist of Doom, whatever it's called. I'm not the biggest Hellboy fan, so sorry if I'm not calling it the correct name. And then of course his trench coat does have bendy wire, so that technically is articulated. His holster is on a ball peg, so that does move around and swivel. Same with the tail, it's on a ball peg. You do have to peg that in. It does swivel, pivot, and moves up and down a little bit. And then the legs here, you can get Hellboy to kick forward 90 degrees, which is good. Goes to the back just a tiny bit. Let's see if he can Jean-Claude Van Damme it. And he can't, but it's definitely more than 45 degrees, so that is definitely good. It does not swivel at the hip, but it does swivel where the cut is at the shorts right there. We do have the double jointed knees that bend back all the way, so that is definitely awesome. We have a boot cut swivel, and then the ankles here don't swivel because you have it at the boot cut, but they do hinge up extremely well. Same with hinging down, and then a beautiful ankle pivot right there. So he is loaded with a ton of awesome articulation, and you are definitely going to be able to get this Hellboy into practically any type of Hellboy like poses, and I'm about to show you some of those awesome poses right about now. But anyway, that is my review of the 1000 Toys Comic Version Hellboy. Hope you enjoyed it. If I had to rate this figure between a 1 through 10, I'd definitely have to give it a perfecto 10. If you would like to know the price and where to buy this figure, I did get mine from Agelessgeeks, so you can check at their website at agelessgeeks.com. If you can't find it on there, I do highly recommend going through their Instagram or their Facebook page. I will put more information in the description below. And if you would like to support the channel, don't forget to subscribe and click on that notification bell. And if you liked it, feel free to give it a thumbs up. If you didn't like it, oh well, I guess you didn't like it. But thanks for watching. I will see you later. On the front, we do get a very badass image of a what the heck? ESH Monster Arts Predator Wolf, the SH Figure Arts Blanca, and the NECA Chuppity 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 Chuppy Choo, and the Storm Collectibles Goro. And I like the way this Hellboy, damn it, damn you! Like I said, swapping the heads is very simple, along with the file down horns. Damn you! So we do just get, I believe, no, we do get 2 joints. Damn you, piece of filed down horn, now I can't find it. Damn it!